the hell could that be? Okay, surely not.
Oh no!
Oh, fuck. Okay, so Persona 5 ruined my life in the best way possible. And I need to talk about it. Ren Amamiya, Akira Kurusu, Jeffrey Epstein? Whoa! Let's just keep with Joker. We start off the game in prison. And why, you might ask? Did this guy do some devious shit, like maybe robbing a bank? You know, committing murder? Nah. This guy saved some lady from getting absolutely abused by some drunk old man. Very fair. My poor guy gets wrongly accused, put on probation, and then transferred to a school that just hates him from the start. Awesome. The main premise of Persona 5 is stopping corrupt adults from using their power to prey on the weak and the young. In this game, if someone has very strong immoral desires, then they can form a palace inside of their mind. This palace is a manifestation of their distorted cognition. And alongside a group of misfit students, Joker forms the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, a vigilante group dedicated to stealing the hearts of these immoral people. They do this by infiltrating their cognition through the metaverse and stealing their treasure. This treasure is the form of the person's desire, whether it be a briefcase, a crown, it's really whatever fits them. And how do the Phantom Thieves achieve this? Well, through the use of the metaverse, which is the cognitive realm inside of people's subconscious. And how exactly do they enter this cognitive realm? Well, of course they just use a random ass app that came on their phone, like, duh, don't be dumb. Persona 5 perfectly blends together two completely different gameplay styles. One being the dungeon crawling combat simulator, and two, the dating, social life, slice of life kind of thing. One half of the game puts you in the shoes of a regular old high schooler, and you have to complete everyday activities, manage your life, build social relationships, and just live as a normal kid. And the other half, as I mentioned, is a turn-based battle dungeon crawler. Hey, I know turn-based combat might sound shit, but here, trust me, it is good. In the real world, you're managing your time, whether it be spending time with confidants you like, building their relationships, exploring Tokyo, going to places like the arcade, going to the batting cages, working part-time, going to school. And while this might sound pretty shit, honestly, it's completely addictive. The relationships, the subplots, and confidant storylines get you so attached to the characters in the world to where finishing the game feels like leaving real friends behind. You have to decide whether you want to sacrifice time bonding with friends for working to get money, studying to increase your stats, or whether or not you would like to hang out with the man Ryuji, or actually talk to Mishima for once in your fucking life. Nobody likes this guy.
Man.
Stats too low? That's where daily activities come into play. Want to take Makoto out on a date? Nah, you have the charm of a rock. But hey, go to the bathhouse or answer a question right in school, and you might get a chance with her. Every activity you partake in Tokyo adds to these social stats, and every little thing that you do builds to your overall stats and skill. The higher your stats, the more social interactions you can have, and it just opens up way more parts of the game. These interactions with confidants highly coincides with the dungeon crawling aspect because the higher your relationship is with certain characters gives you more rewards, more skills, and makes them overall stronger inside of the metaverse. This brings us to the second half of Persona 5, which is your turn-based dungeon crawling battles. Persona 5 somehow turns boring turn-based combat into absolutely satisfying fighting and combat that is fun as heck. I really don't know how, but Atlas cooked so hard with these, and I actually love the battle aspect so much. P5's combat is such a breath of fresh air that actually makes you use your brain if you want to fully exploit everybody's weaknesses and just absolutely destroy any enemy that you face. Persona 5 goes all in on the visuals and presentation, and every single encounter is so satisfying. The combat in Persona 5 is super simple, but it is also super entertaining. 4 party members, each with unique personas, weaknesses, and strengths. You're managing SP, targeting weak points, and using every character to their fullest. While your friends are limited to their personas, as they can only have one, Joker takes on the role of the trickster, aka being fucking broken. Joker can wield an infinite number of personas, and he can switch them out during battle, as well as being able to capture and fuse together already owned ones to form even more powerful personas. You do this through the use of the Velvet Room, a place that exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
Welcome to my Velvet Room.
In the Velvet Room, you have many different ways to upgrade and create absolutely broken personas. This system has a lot of ties with your confidant system, because each confidant corresponds to a different tarot card, and the persona with the same tarot card as your confidant will gain much more power when fusing and upgrading using the Velvet Room. But how exactly do these personas get fused? Well, they get absolutely chopped up to bits with chainsaws and guillotines. By little children, no less. Combat is infused with many fun mechanics, like baton passes that lets you switch and power up between your team, hold-ups to negotiate with enemies to get new items or personas, the all-out attack that when all enemies are downed, you can do an absolutely stylistic attack that does humongous amounts of damage, and honestly, it just looks amazing. There are also Showtime events that have a random chance to occur, which has two characters come together in a very fun sequence, and also, it's fucking broken. Just absolutely, nobody has a chance. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, we have guns! Both styles weave together brilliantly. You're not just leveling up in one game, you're growing in two separate lives simultaneously. And that's what makes Persona so hard to put down. Inside of the cognitive world, we have the two very distinctive areas, the unique palaces and Mementos. Your main objectives are the palaces, the distorted realities inside of a single person's mind. Each palace has you explore different aesthetics, gimmicks, enemies, and vibes, and the fact that they change up every month or so really helps with the pace of the game. You know, unlike Tartarus, but very similar from Tartarus from Persona 3 is Mementos, the collective subconscious of everybody. And it's just a randomly generated maze that seems to go on forever, and it can get extremely boring when it's just the same repeated visuals and environment over the whole game. I know each region of Mementos has a slightly varied aesthetic, but the vibe is still the same. But it isn't too bad when you consider the palaces are where you're going to spend more time. Each palace is so memorable, and they are very fun to explore. Oh, and the last run of each palace, when Life Will Change plays, is phenomenal. You feel like a total badass. The whole idea at the heart of Persona 5 is something that actually hits different the older you get. Every character in this game is wearing a mask, both figuratively and literally. They're hiding who they really are, because the world around them told them to. Ryuji is the loud idiot who nobody takes seriously. Ann is just a pretty face. Yusuke is the weird kid, and society is perfectly happy with keeping them that way. But to awaken to their personas, they just go up and say, fuck that. That's not who I am. They do this by brutally ripping masks off their faces, and out comes this manifestation of their true self, their persona. What makes this stick with me is that the game is basically asking you the same question. Who are you? And how much of your real self are you willing to hide and sacrifice to make other people comfortable? And are you okay with that? This game genuinely handles themes and writing so well, and over the whole experience, it's just phenomenal. But none of this would hit half as hard without Persona 5's greatest weapon, its presentation. Persona 5 probably has one of the most distinctive and visually pleasing aesthetics of all time. Every single effect and animation has so much style, and the menus in this game are the most over-the-top things I've ever seen, in the best way possible. We've got Joker just backflipping into different menus like it's just another day. Like, holy. And every aspect of this game is filled with the same flair and style, to the point where it feels like you're playing a movie or watching a whole music video. And yeah, we already know the music is fucking amazing. Editor, please put a montage of the music. Alright. I am the editor. I find it crazy how Sega owns the two video game franchises that have the most peak music, being Persona and Sonic. Like, if you don't take away anything else from this video, just listen to the music, please. Persona 5 has done such an amazing job with its environment and soundtrack, and this game is now the reason why I want to go to Japan. Just chilling in Shibuya listening to the Persona 5 soundtrack, it just feels like such a vibe. Okay, I think it's time we talk about the biggest problem in all of Persona 5. Morgana. This bitch-ass stupid fucking cat is the bane of my existence. reasons. So first up, he's just plain annoying. Every time he's on screen, he's talking in this stupid high-pitched, stupidly childish voice, and genuinely,
Hey, wait!
literally anytime he's on screen, it makes me want to commit animal abuse. I'm not sorry. This dumb cat also thinks that because we graciously let him into our household, he can just boss us around. Like anytime I want to go outside at night, he's just like, get back to sleep, buddy. Like, no! Let me enjoy my time, please. I wouldn't mind this mechanic half as bad if it was someone actually normal, like Sojiro, an actual adult, pretty much your dad. But no, you're getting bossed around by a stupid little cat. Every single line of dialogue this little shit says is so cringe. And genuinely, he's trying to pull this human girl. You have no chance with Arn, buddy. But if I had to actually pick a bad thing about the game, which isn't a bad thing in my opinion, but for most other people, it's probably the length. Like for a game about managing your time, it's kind of 100 hours long, so maybe a little bit too much, but I'm okay with it. It's probably just other people, you know? Oh, and also fuck Akumura. That boss fight, it's not even hard. It's just fucking bullshit. Genuinely had that on for like a couple hours because I could not beat him. Bullshit. Like pretty much every other Persona game, there are different versions that slightly add and tweak some of the things upon the original. For Persona 5, we have Royal. Royal adds around an extra 20 hours of time, a third semester, new characters, and lots of quality of life improvements. Royal also adds new anime cutscenes, which help build upon the world, and they just look really good. Persona 5 Royal also takes the cake for the longest story-driven game of all time. And also it's the highest rated game in the series. And in general, it's one of the most highly praised games in the industry. I just want to say shout out to Extra Color. Genuinely, the videos he made on Persona 5 and Persona 3, the most peak shit I've ever seen on YouTube. And they were honestly my biggest inspiration, so big shout out, man. Amazing. Okay, so as an overall statement to end off this video, I just have to say I love Persona 5 so much. And at a time in my life where everything is changing, it gave me a place to just sit down, relax, and feel at peace. If I had the time, I would play this game again and again. But, alas. If you guys are ready to embark on a 100-hour journey, I highly recommend Persona 5. Truly a masterpiece. So yeah, Persona 5, hot damn were my expectations surpassed. I guess you could say, Persona 5 stole my heart.
Barely made it.